So what's up guys, it's Zyzz again, and today we are going to build a gaming PC for just under $600, and trust me, it is sick for early 2016. Now, let's get down to business, but before that I want to say that it's gonna give you around 40 to 38, 42 FPS per second, depends on the game that you want to play, if not demanding graphics, etc. Well, we'll get down to that more. And if you like this video, well, further on when you finish it, if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel because it really helps, and press the like button. So let's get going. So first thing first is the CPU, which is the Intel Core i3-6100 3MB cache and 3.7 GHz processor. And this CPU just right in the place. So this is for the CPU. I found it really good. I've tried it before on other laptops and I didn't have any problem with it for an entry-level gaming PC. So if I was in your place, I would definitely choose this CPU. And for the cooling, I'll just stick with the normal cooling that comes with the CPU, the stock cooling fan. And because it's alright, because it's not gonna overheat much, because we're gonna game on the graphic cards and we're gonna rely on the graphic cards more. Next thing is the motherboard. For the motherboard, I chose the Micro 80X DDR4 Z170M from AS Rock. Why did I choose this motherboard? Well, here's the reasons. First of all, it supports the DDR4 RAM. Then it has two PCI Express slots. Multi-graphic card support for AMD, Nvidia, Crossfire. It's a lie if you ever wanted to upgrade. That's why I chose the two PCI Express slots. And finally, it supports our i3 processor very well. Moving on to the memory, because I was using that, which is the DDR4 RAM. So we have the crucial 8GB kicks, 4GB DDR4 RAM. Well, you might say, oh, I don't want DDR4 RAM. However, it's good to upgrade because now we are entering a new era in technology, and you don't want to stay with the DDR3, which is not much difference around. Well, for me it is much because I do editing video, which is around 30% better than the DDR3. However, it goes really well if you want to, let's say, upgrade the processor and upgrade the motherboard later on. You still have a DDR4 RAM and you don't need to buy a new one. Next, we're moving on for the graphic cards. And I spent a while choosing this graphic cards for many reasons. First of all, you might say, oh, the EVGA GeForce GTX 750 Ti super clocked is a bit old. However, that's what you can get right now. That's what the best choice you can get for your budget, basically. For $139, you are getting the best performance for your money. And for the sake of this video, I've researched and opened a comparison charts, and here's what you're getting basically. For Batman Arkham Origins, and this GPU, we are getting around 40 frames per second, and everything is on ultra high. Battlefield 4, we're getting 32.32, which is good if you're playing everything on high, because for first-person shooters demands more on the graphic cards. So you get the point. Most games will run around 40 frames per second, which is ideal for not competitive gaming, and if you just want to enjoy the game. If you want to run it higher than that, you can turn on anti-aliasing, you can turn off shadows, you can turn off reflections. That's things that you don't really need. However, it's up to you how to decide to play your game basically. Moving on, for the storage, we have my favorite brand, obviously. Well, it's not a favorite, I'm not biased. However, Kingston never let me down, and I always use their product. So for the operation system, we're gonna stick with the Kingston 120GB SSD, and it's more than enough for a operation system basically. But if you want more storage for a game, obviously we want that because it's only 120GB. We will go with the Western Digital Blue hard disk drive, and it's very cheap for its price, and it's 1TB. It's enough for your video, pictures, gaming, etc. And sometimes you can find bundles with it, but I don't recommend that unless you know what you are buying. Last two things I want to talk about are the power supply, because for this build we don't need more than 500 watts for a power supply, and I didn't find better power supply and a better budget power supply actually than EVGA, the 500 watt 80 plus power supply. Well, it's very reliable and you get 3 years warranty with it, and it's very cheap honestly, so why not? Now last thing I want to talk about is the Cooler Master N200 mini tower computer case. And why did I choose that? Because you're getting the best look and the best cable management for your money. That's why I said here you can stick with the stock cooler, because here we have enough space for air to get in and go out. At the end, I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and always I want to advise you to research before you buy anything, because you can manipulate the parts in this video. My next gaming PC build, a copy of my Phantom PC build, and I'll make a better review about it and you'll see the actual parts because it is sick. Follow me on Twitter and add me on Snapchat. You'll find the links down below and the username down below, and make sure to subscribe this channel, and Zyzz out.